A story of survival, destruction, and resiliency.
When the floodwaters breached the banks of the Guadalupe River, one Kerrville man sprung into action. He says it was a Houston Astros game that saved his life. KENS 5 reporter Mike Jimenez joins us live tonight and shares his story. Mike?
Alicia Henry, 2 days after the tragic flooding and surrounded by devastation, RickyRay Robertson reflects on the haunting and chilling moments that he says will forever be etched into his mind.
And for the first time, I just broke down. My mom cried in my arms yesterday.
RickyRay Robertson says when the Guadalupe River started to rise early Friday morning, he didn't have time to think, saving his brother who was at home along the river.
I was banging on that door. He couldn't hear me, so I had to kick in the back door.
Robertson says when he first crossed the street, it was dry, but in less than a minute, the waters had risen.
Then when I got him, when we went back across, it was a little bit over my waist.
Robertson stays at a cabin behind the home where his brother lives, which was washed away by the river. But on that night, he was watching the Astros game across the street, deciding not to go home when the rains began to fall.
Houston Astros and Jesus Christ saved my life.
As Robertson scrambled to save what he could, he says he heard screams from the river that he says will haunt him forever.
I think what I heard on this river that night was just more mind-blowingly chilling.
As the waters have receded, Robertson says several bodies have been recovered near his home and have left behind a trail of destruction.
This green shed came from next door. The car came from 9 miles away. The barn and the trailer moved about 30 feet. We lost another trailer and two cabins.
Robertson says as he reflects on the power of the river and the aftermath of all the chaos and destruction, he isn't lucky to be alive. He's blessed. And a symbol of that still stands. A cross erected 14 years ago after his stepfather passed, and only 10 inches in the ground, it withstood the raging waters.
This is eternal. And what it means to me is my faith is stronger than that river.
Faith reminding him to stand strong. And by sharing his story, it's allowing him to heal.
I need to cry a little bit. I need to break down. I need to let some of this out. You have to breathe, and you do have to realize that we are human.
And Robertson also echoed a sentiment that many in the community feel, that no one is to blame for this tragedy. Robertson says when you live along the river, things like this happen. Rivers rise, calling this a natural disaster. Mike Jimenez, KENS 5.